Okay, so looks like these are the ones I did earlier. Again, remember, just change from log to exponential. This is 5 to the power 2 equals x. Okay, this one, let's say here, because I maybe didn't do this one. If I take away 4 from both sides, okay, take away 4, this is going to equal 5. In other words, 6 with an exponent of 5 equals 3x. That's going to be a big number. Okay. So a few little recaps on things like this. If I add a 7 to both sides, add a 7, this is going to equal 3. So again, because that's base e, we have e to the 3 equals 4x minus 11. Okay, and again, you would eventually, for the here, I'm going to go to, I think that's base lift actually. Okay, if I add an 11, divide by 4, that'll give me the answer. Now, that's just a quick recap of what we did before. So, remember these, okay? I could combine this as a single log into x minus 10 over x equals log 51. And then remember, we just said that we don't need the word log, okay? That just equals 51, and I cross multiply to solve. Oh, actually, here are some larger ones. Okay, so log of x plus 10 over x plus 4 equals log of x. Again, remember, because it's a minus, it was this one divided by this one as a single log. So I don't need the word log. X plus 10 over x plus 4 equals x. I would just cross multiply. So we have x squared plus 4x equals x plus 10. Take away x and take away 10 from both sides. I've got x squared plus 3x minus 10 equals 0. Let's go over here a little bit. This will factor into x plus 5. X minus 2 equals 0. So x will equal negative 5 and x will equal positive 2. But you've got to check. Now look at this. If I put negative 5 back into here, that's okay. Negative 5 plus 10 is 5, and I can log positive numbers. But if I put negative 5 here, that's going to be a negative number, or even here, going to be a negative number. In other words, negative 5 will not work because it won't plug back in. So remember those. Okay, so let's take a look at some more. How about this one? Population, to how many years? Right, okay, so we're doing this. So here's the future population. Here's the initial population. Here's e to the 0.07. That must mean 7% growth rate. Remember what this means. That's 7% growth rate, t. Okay? Right, now you'll see these on the test actually. We're going to divide both sides by the number next to the letter here. Okay, if I divide both sides by 10,000, this is 1.5. This is just e 0.07t. Now this is where we log both sides. Use an ln. Because remember, this is just 0.07t on the right. This is ln 1.5 on the left. Now, I am going to have to get my calculator out and do the natural log. Let's have a look. What is the 1.5 natural log? I get 0.4 divided by 0.07 equals, I get 5.8, or about, if it's whole numbers, 6 years. It takes 6 years to get that if it wants it to a whole number. Okay, and there we go. Oh, actually, I will look at one other thing. I mean, which is might not be on the homework, but let me just go back and do something like this. Supposing we have log base 4 of x minus 2 plus log base 4 also of x minus 2, and that equals 1. Okay, supposing, in other words, notice the difference. All of these had the word log in, and that's why when we actually went to solve it, we didn't actually need the word log. Okay, so, but this one, I'm going to do the same thing on this left-hand side. If I add, I therefore multiply. So this becomes log to base 4 of x minus 2 times x minus 2 equals 1. Okay, because it's a plus this time, it's a multiplication. So if I do a FOIL, I get x squared minus 4x plus 4, and that equals 1. Now, you see here, there's no log on this side. It's not the word log, it's an actual number. So I actually have to go back and look at some of these and change from log to exponential. So just like this became 5 squared equals x, this becomes 4 with an exponent of 1 equals x squared minus 4x plus 4, okay? Now, 4 to the power 1 is just 4. Of course, it was to the power 2, that would be 16. I'm going to take away 4 from both sides. I will get x squared minus 4x equals 0. If I factor an x out, that's x minus 4. So x equals 0 and x equals positive 4. But again, this will not work because I can't put it back into here because I'll get a negative, okay? So only the x equals 4 works. Okay, there you go.